What is up, y'all? For today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to an episode of Undead, Unluck. So the last episode I ended up watching, we got to meet the two main characters of this series being Fuuko and Andy. Fuuko, she has a curse that anyone that touches her bare skin, they die, and the longer that they're touching her, the more devastating their death is gonna be. Then we have Andy, who is pretty much not able to die, so no matter how devastating his death is, he just comes back to life. So they're going to be helping each other out. Fuuko is going to help Andy permanently die, and Andy's going to help Fuuko get rid of this curse. So I'm very excited to see how this next episode goes, but before I get started with the reaction, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So let's jump right in and see what Undead Unluck has in store for us. Oh my god, what is Andy doing? Yo, this man is wild. Okay, now at this point, I feel like Andy, he's kind of experimenting, but like he doesn't really care. He just wants to you know, with Fuuko. I feel like there's a chance Andy wasn't like listening to her whatsoever. So like Andy has just a bunch of weapons to handle those guys that like went after them in the first episode. But I mean, like, does he really need that? Like we've seen how capable he is with like hand-to-hand combat, and he was like a menace out there. So like with him having weapons like that and him being capable of fighting even without weapons, the fact that he has that many, like that amount of weapons is insane, and it's honestly kind of terrifying. Yo, he ended up equipping Fuuko with just like bulletproof vests and like, you know, stuff that's like resistant to chemical weapons. He's just like equipping so many items to her so she can be protected. Wait, 50 years? How old is Andy? Like, he looks to be at least like 19 or 20. Like, there's no way like he's older than 50. Honestly, that's like the fact that like even though Andy's like freaking Fuuko out about like, you know, if they get caught, like what they would do to her, you know, to like, you know, test out or like the extent of her curse. Even though he's like terrifying her, I feel like this is definitely something she needs to like know, so she can like just be prepared in case they do have to like face these guys again. Because Andy was saying that like there's like another group is going to be showing up after them right away, so he's kind of like, even though he's freaking her out, he's kind of like preparing her, be like, yo, make sure you're on your A game, make sure you're like focused, make sure like you don't die or like you get captured, because if you do, it's not gonna be fun for you, because he knows from experience since he was captured 50 years ago. So he's just kind of going with the flow, like wherever the wind takes him, because he has no plan on where they're gonna go, because like I feel like he knows like they're gonna show up out of nowhere, so like there's really no reason to have a plan on where they're gonna go next. Damn, calling her a pushover when he's trying to risk her up just so he can like have the best chance of like possibly staying dead. Oh, okay, we're getting ready, the sky just cracked, we are getting ready for action. Yo, they got mechs in this show. Oh, that's absolutely crazy. Oh, whoa, she is swole. Oh, that's a he. I thought it was a she. I was expecting that to be a girl. Wait, how did he stop Andy? Oh, could it be his ability? Yo, how did they manage to stop Andy from moving? Okay, that's definitely not good. These guys are definitely like better than the first group that we saw. The fact that Andy managed to figure this out kind of like instantly, like it shows that like he's not as dumb as he looks. It shows that he definitely has like, he's definitely pretty smart, especially with his battle IQ. Yo, again, the fact that like his battle IQ is so good. Like he took that hit so he can get a clean counter hit right away. Like he's just taking these hits because they don't, like he knows like he's just gonna, like he's gonna be fine right after, so he just takes the hit so he can like counter it right away. Wow, so like their priority to capture her was a 5 at first when they discovered her, but then because she was able to like launch that meteorite, it went to an 8. Yeah, so like they're gonna have a lot of these guys going after them because of like her capture priority, and of course for Andy's capture priority too. Andy is probably at like a 10 or maybe even higher. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting like so even though Union is kind of like the group that are going after Fuuko, like her whole idea was like, oh, so if we join you guys, we don't have to keep running from you, right? And it's smart, but at the same time it kind of isn't, because you're trying to avoid these guys because, you know, they're trying to like capture you and possibly like do a bunch of tests on you and then eventually probably kill you once they like, you know, figure everything out about you. So it's not the brightest idea, but it also is because then that means you don't have to keep running away. So it's kind of like in One Piece, being a warlord has its benefits, you know, not getting captured by the Marines, and you know, so you pretty much get to do whatever you want. But the downside is you have to kind of like take orders from like the Marines and everything. I'm actually kind of surprised Andy is down to like join Union. Like I was expecting him to be like not down with it and everything, but no, he's like 100% like willing to do it. Yo, she's kind of falling for him. Fuuko is already falling for this man. Yo, if they manage to actually take these two down and like, you know, try to go after those 2 seats, you know, to be part of Union. Oh, of course it wasn't going to be that easy. Of course it was, but it was close. We saw that one dude, he was terrified. Unavoidable. That's what his power is called. Honestly, that's a pretty powerful ability. Like when he gets into his fighting stance, right? You're not able to move. So it guarantees a clean shot. What, did they already have this planned? That Andy would potentially like go into this building? Or like, was this just like a coincidence? Like, is it just a coincidence? Oh, that's not. Oh, yo, he got him. Oh, that was clean. Parts bullet. Oh, yo, he can pretty much have projectiles out of like anything that he takes off of his body. Yo, and Andy used, what was his name? Unavoidable's like ability or like negator against him too. Yo, Andy, his battle IQ is insane. Yo, that was clean. That was absolutely insane. Now he just needs to figure out what Shen can do, because like he wasn't able to figure out what he can do. He was only able to figure out what Unavoidable can do. Yeah, he needs ones for Fuuko. Like he's not gonna join Union without her, so he's kind of like a perfect counter. Oh, so his ability is kind of cool too. He's guaranteed to counter you, like just like how Unavoidable, he's guaranteed to hit you because once he gets into his fighting stance, you're paralyzed. But with Shen, he's guaranteed to like counter you every time. If you throw like a right hook, he's able to block it pretty much. 200 years? Yo, he's older than 200 years? Yo, is Fuuko really about to do it? Oh, she was too slow. I love their dynamics already. Like the fact like they're like kind of like he's yelling at her for like, you know, going over there and everything, with the fact that like they're dealing with a negator that they still can't figure out like his abilities. It's hilarious. Yo, the fact that he was quick to answer it and say like Fuuko, she's gonna be the one to join, you know, that like shows a lot. Like, you know, he's like Andy's kind of like thinking like 10 steps ahead because he has combat capabilities. Fuuko doesn't, so it makes sense for, you know, her to join Union and, you know, Andy doesn't join because he can handle himself. Fuuko, she really can't handle herself. What is she about to do? What is Fuuko about to? Is she about to like let Andy do something? What? Okay, so Andy is about to, you know, okay, I don't know, like Fuuko's about to do something real okay. Jealous of Andy. I'm jealous of her. I'm jealous of Andy. Wait, that's what she's talking about? Wait, so she's willing to let Andy, you know, Andy get some like right then and there? I wasn't expecting her to, you know, kind of be like, okay, we're gonna do it right here, right now. All I was kind of expecting was she was gonna let Andy cop a feel, like straight up cop a feel, like cop more than, you know, a feel maybe. But she was willing to go all the way. Woo! Okay. I feel like he likes him so much already. He's gonna try to work some things out with Union to allow both of them to take one seat. Oh no, he's just gonna help him kill another member so they both can go in. Oh, okay, that's even better. Yo, he's just spilling information. He's like, yo, I like you guys so much. Go after this guy at this date and kill him, and then you both will get into union. Oh, Andy's so sweet. He is absolutely sweet. Okay, so he's just like he's not willing to bang a chick because she's like when she's desperate. I thought he like, okay, but before Andy said that, right, when he was like putting Fuuko's clothes on, you know, and her jacket and everything, that was pretty sweet. You got me. That was sweet. Like, I honestly thought, like, I kind of thought like Andy was gonna be like, well, you offered, so let's just do it right now. I was expecting that, but no, he was just putting her clothes back on. It's like, you know, we're not gonna do it because I am not going to, you know, do something with someone who's desperate. He has of course he has a yacht. He's been around for like more than 200 years. Like, I shouldn't be surprised that this man has a yacht of his own. Yo, I can't believe they're actually gonna try to join union and everything. I like the idea of like them kind of like joining like the enemy group, because it does make sense for their protection, you know, especially for Fuuko, since she's she doesn't have combat capabilities unlike Andy, but also it does, like, you know, it allows them to be protected, but then they also are just like closer to the enemy, you know, in case they, you know, like they're just a lot closer to the enemy. But wow, this episode was great. This was great. We got to learn about the group union, you know, so they're pretty much like I think like they were kind of like the elite members, you know, they have like insane abilities like we saw with Unavoidable, you know, his ability to pretty much stop you from moving when he gets into his fighting stance, so that he's guaranteed a clean hit on you. And then Shen, like, his abilities are kind of unclear. He wasn't like, you know, showing it off too much, you know, so it seemed like at first, like, Andy thought like, oh, you know, he's able to pretty much block you each time, so he was like a perfect counter, so like he was guaranteed to block your attack and everything. But yeah, it seems like that's not the case. It seems like, you know, there's more to Shen's abilities that he was like showing them off, because like, you know, he wasn't really showing them off. He was more of like, you know, just kind of testing the waters to see on how these guys are. And, you know, he actually ends up liking Andy and Fuuko, especially for like their relationship with each other. You know, she was willing to be like, do some stuff with Andy. She was willing to go all the way with him. And so, you know, like Shen was just laughing about it. He's like, didn't you guys just meet yesterday? You know, like you guys are a riot. He's even like, he likes them to the point where he's gonna help them get another spot on Union, so they both can be part of the group, because like he said it, like, it wouldn't be fun to like get you guys separated and everything. And then we also get to see a lot of fights from Andy, seeing like just how smart he is. He's not like the sharpest tool in the shed, but like his battle IQ is insane, because he managed to kind of like figure out Unavoidable's like ability and everything. And then, you know, he kind of like, he seemed like he was trying to like he nearly figured out Shen's ability. But like, not only his battle IQ is insane, obviously like his combat is insane too. Like, he was handling himself really well against these two. You know, he managed to get a kill shot. Like, you know, he used Unavoidable's technique against him, biting off one of his fingertips and then using it as a bullet when it regenerated. Like, that was absolutely insane. So yeah, absolutely crazy episode. But I pretty much got nothing else to say for this episode, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my other reactions, also for my discussion videos. So if you're into any of those, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, you know, the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, see ya.